So today's just gonna be a little simple one. I'm just having noodles. Um, I love noodles. I really do. I couldn't figure out what to make, and I was like, you know what, noodles? They're not very many calories, really. They're not horrible for you. I thought about putting a can of vegetables in it, but you know what? I don't want a whole can of vegetables. I'm watching the episode of SpongeBob where Sandy told them all about Christmas for the first time. I'm an avid watcher of SpongeBob. Letting them soak up the broth. Hmm. I made them spicy, as I always do. I got up a few hours ago, and I figure out when I start now. I start the 26th. I start the Monday after Christmas, which I'm kind of concerned about, because I feel like it's going to be nuts, because I feel like people are going to be coming in there, like, who forgot to get gifts for people, and, or they got money and they want to spend it somewhere. I'm holding the camera. Normally I have it propped up somewhere, but I'm sitting in the living room because there's literally the wood stove is like right in front of me. And I have the ability to do it, so I'm going to sit in the living room in front of the stove and stay warm and eat my noodles. He's telling them to write letters to SpongeBob, to Santa. And this old guy comes up, he's like, I'd like a glass of water for my dentures. You live in the ocean. You're surrounded by water, dude. It does make you think about who told who about Christmas first, like, who, like, told people that were in America about Christmas. And yes, I realize a lot of customs that we celebrate on Christmas are actually pagan customs, like the Christmas tree. And I feel like that was just, like, progression of culture, progression of, like, customs changing hands. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, but I don't understand why the colors of Christmas are green and red. I'm sure that ties into that somehow. Like, I like how they have fruitcake in the trash. I only really know one person that likes fruitcake. I love how there's this one episode of SpongeBob where they have a fire, and someone questions it. They're like, wait, if we're under the ocean, how is there a fire? And the minute that they say the word fire, the fire goes out. I want to get my parents a microwave at some point, because we need a new one. And also, I need to get some stuff for my hair, because it is damaged. And after I'm done eating, I will take my hair down and show you how bad it is. Like, it's like I've tried to trim the split ends off, and like it doesn't do anything. And maybe it's because it's winter and the air is dry as fuck, but I don't like it right now. It's just really frizzy. I checked my YouTube channel before I came down. I'm at 90 subscribers, which is insane to me because, like, a few months ago I was at, like, 73 and I was, like, stuck there. So, thank you guys so much, new subscribers, and the subscribers that have always been there. Thank you for the continued support. I noticed that I was at 35,999 views, and I only need literally one more view to, like, right? I only need, like, one more view to turn that into 36,000. And the reason I have so many views on my channel, a lot of people don't know this, is because I put up a lyric video to a song that everybody wanted to know the lyrics for. I went through a period of time where I was kind of obsessed with Fall Out Boy. Like, I like their music now, but I was like, everything they were doing, I needed to know what was going on. I needed to know. And I paid attention. I was still not one of those people that, like, got on Twitter and was like, will you marry me? Like, I was obsessed with what they were doing, career-wise. What kind of music they were making. What kind of, like, projects they were working on. Because they're my favorite band, and yet, because I didn't have internet, I didn't have, like, you know, the ability to know. They went on hiatus for, like, 3 years, but I didn't know until, like, halfway through the hiatus that they were on hiatus. And I went and listened to a bunch of, like, their older songs and, like, the ones that I had never heard before. If you like the songs that they played on the radio by Fall Out Boy, I recommend looking up the ones that they didn't, because the ones that they don't play on the radio by them are so much more creative, so much more well-written, so much more, like, deep, and if you don't like pop rock, or, you know, whatever genre you consider them to be, you won't like them. Genuinely, you probably won't, but it's worth a... Okay, so... I had a noodle in my throat. That was so fucking weird. But I remember what I was talking about. I was talking about my channel views. The reason that my channel views is so high compared to how many subscribers I have is because I was obsessed with Fall Out Boy and what they were doing while they were on hiatus. And Pete was in Black Cards, and Joe and Andy were in a band called The Damned Things. Very good. All very good. But, Black Cards is where BB Rexa got her start, so I recommend you look up Black Cards. If you want to know where she came from, and, like, that was pretty much all Pete's doing. I'm not going to say she's not a hard worker, because I don't know her, but most people that know of her, before she, you know, was famous for doing No Broken Hearts on the Dance Floor and stuff like that, it's because of the stuff she did while she was with Pete in Black Cards. But anyway, the thing I was most excited for was Patrick Stump's solo work. And before he ever came up with an album, before he ever came up with an EP, he had a song called Love, Selfish Love, I think is what it was. And he performed it at South by Southwest, I think is what it was. And he performed it, and everyone was like, oh, what are the lyrics? What are the lyrics? And someone made a lyric video, and I was like, I think I can clarify on this. So I took pictures of Patrick Stump, and I think I put the lyrics in the description. It's one of, like, the older videos on my channel. It's from, like, 2010, 2011. And it's got a lot of views on it. Also, I did lyric videos for Black Card songs, I think. And I tried to do one for the Damn Things songs. But the thing was, and I don't regret making them because I wouldn't be able to monetize the videos that I make if I wouldn't have got that many views. I don't know if what I did is technically considered cheating the system or what, but they're still up there if you want to hear the songs and you want to see what the lyrics are. But I can't get paid for those because I don't own the music, I don't own the lyrics, I don't own any of it. But I like the fact that that got me into being like, you know what, maybe I could try and do this, like, if I could make a career out of YouTube someday, it would be amazing. I'm probably a long way off from that, But I've literally heard a lot of success stories start out like, oh, I went from having like 100 subscribers to like 20,000 in like 2 days, and I don't know how I did it. I don't know if I could handle that. Like, if I got a lot of comments on all my videos all of a sudden, I was like, ah. It takes me a little bit to answer comments now. As long as all the people that are subscribed to me genuinely watch my videos and enjoy them, that's all I worry about. If you ever want me to, like, go through my music taste on here and just talk about it, let me know in the comment section, and I will. I totally will. But just know I have the music taste of a scene kid from 2005. Like, or an emo kid from 2005. Like, I'm into, like, a lot of alternative music, and I like Lana Del Rey, Marina and the Diamonds, Melanie Martinez, stuff that's, like, poppy, but it's different than pop artists like Britney Spears and stuff. Our stove sounds like it's burning wide open right now. I have not touched it. I came in, I opened, like, let me show you. Okay, so it has this door over here that you can shut, and that's considered shutting it up. And it cuts off a lot of the oxygen, probably, is what I'm assuming that means. I'm gonna do that real quick because it's actually gonna hit the damper. This is why I fucking hate wood stoves, guys. Can you hear that? See that pipe? Fire's in here, it goes up that pipe. If too much of the fire goes up the pipe and out the actual chimney, you can have what's known as a fucking flue fire, and I hate. Scares me to death. Because I've seen them, and you can lose your house like that. It's a legitimate thing that can happen. We either had a small one when I was a kid, or we almost had one. And you use that little damper thing to control the amount of oxygen that the fire gets, so that it either burns a certain amount, or burns less, or more, but I'm, like, terrified of that being on fire now. I just have to damper up a little bit, and it seems to have calmed down a little bit. If I turn the camera off all of a sudden, it's because my mom walked in. Even though she's not supposed to come home for lunch until, like, 11 or 11:30, it's now 10:50, and I'm pretty sure I heard her pull in out there. Unless it was somebody across the street, I don't know. Unless she's off today, and just... But I feel like I would have seen her work shoes. Like I was saying, I'm going to finish my noodles, and then I'm going to show you guys my hair and how bad it is. But it's unbelievable to me that I've gained... To me, it's a lot of growth. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you didn't gain like 1,000 subs or anything, chill. That's probably what a lot of people are thinking that would see me getting excited about 90 subscribers. I was stuck in the 70s for like a year or more with my subscribers. And I'm not complaining, like, that's still unbelievable to me that 70-some people were watching my videos. When, let's face it, my videos were crap. My posting schedule was crap. Everything about me concerning YouTube was crap. But I'm trying to do something that's more scheduled now. I want to do fast food things and a wing test, like a wing taste test comparison while I do a Q&A. I'll probably do that either New Year's or, like, well after New Year's. But I don't know yet. I want you guys to start leaving questions on videos that I post, and going to my Twitter, going to my Tumblr, and going to, like, wherever you can think of, and just sending me a question. And, like, when you do, just add, like, this is for the YouTube Q&A, by the way. Like, that way if you ask me a question, I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna answer this now. I didn't get a lot of questions for the first two, that's why I haven't done one in a while, and I thought maybe I'd let you guys think of some questions. I do want to do things that are, like, interaction with you guys, because I enjoy that. I hope these camera angles aren't too, like, shifty and seasickness inducing. Because there's been times where I've been on Skype, or, like, what's it called? FaceTime on this, because it's an iPod, with my boyfriend, and I've been walking around, so it's gonna be moving, but, like, apparently I'm also, like, moving it like this a lot, and he's like, I'm getting seasick, babe. Which I'm trying definitely not to do for a YouTube video. I feel like it's weird how a lot of people do mukbangs, but don't use it as an opportunity to tell people how many calories are in things. I don't tell you guys how many calories are in everything, but I try and say, well, there's probably this much in this, and this much in that, and I have this many calories, and I'm probably going to use this many of them. Like, this is ramen noodles, and the sriracha is probably 10, because I did put sriracha in it. The buffalo wing sauce was probably 10. The noodles themselves is probably like 400 calories, because it's a whole pack of them. But I only used a little over half of the seasoning packet, because I don't care for the seasoning packet for this brand that much. It smells different than like, someone told me that Nissin, Nisin, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm so sorry. That was the original brand of ramen noodles. If it is, I'm sorry, I don't like them that much. I'll still eat them, obviously, but Murachan tastes so much better to me. But yeah, I forget what I was even talking about. Noodles, yeah. Murachan noodles, which I think is spelled Muachan, or Maruchan. There's A's and R's and U's in there. I like them better. They definitely taste like they have less MSG in them. I love how I did, like, a research paper in high school about MSG. And like, I actually did a paper about it. I studied it. I looked shit up on the internet about it, alright? And then I was talking about it in front of my brother once a couple years ago. He goes, oh, it's not real, it's just fucking salt. It's no different than salt. I'm like, I forget what my paper said, but it said stuff along the lines of, like, it causes people to have redness in the face, shortness of breath, heart palpitations, I think. Salt can do that, but usually not in one go-around. Like, if you eat a lot of salt every day for years, you're gonna have damage to your heart, your arteries, and you're gonna probably get fat, which is gonna cause you to have shortness of breath. I apologize for that camera angle right now. I just had to put it down so I could put the lid on my soda. By the way, these are great. This is the brand, it's sparkling ice, and this is the kind they sell at my supermarket. They sell a lot of flavors of it, but this is cherry limeade. But the brand, the Save-A-Lot kind, is slightly different. It's the same bottle, but It's like the same shape bottle, but the labeling on it's different. Which I think I held one of those up in my last video, or last, like, three videos ago. Yeah. That was weird because it was like a burp and heartburn rising at the same time. Not a mini puke. It wasn't. It was all air. Sorry if anybody was disgusted by that. I had, like, last night, the reason the video was the way it was, like, kind of cut up, and then the end is the way it was, because I had to film in spurts. Like, I had to film while people weren't there. And then, when I started filming me cutting up the potatoes, everyone came home, and I was going to film the potatoes frying, and I was going to film the burgers frying, but my brother was there, my parents were there, and everyone was being especially loud, and we were kind of having family time, so I waited until everyone else was in the living room to film myself eating, and that's why I'm whispering a lot in that video. So if you can't hear me, I'm so sorry. For those of you who could hear me, if you want to put subtitles in there, like, I know I should probably do it, but with the way that I have to upload my videos right now, I don't necessarily have the time to do that. It would literally take me hours. I think it automatically does it, but I'm not sure. So, guys, that was the video. I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. I hope you stay wonderful, and I will see you in the future. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links below in the description to my Patreon, to my Mukbang playlist, and to my Someone Has to Say It rant playlist. I said in the video earlier I was going to show you my hair. Here's this. If I can do this with one hand. I've never been able to do this with one hand in my life. Yeah. Look at the... Like, I have nice hair, okay? I'll admit that. It's, like, really... And I've clipped off the split ends and stuff. But, like, look how... Like, I was combing it last night, and it got so frizzy, and I can't even take it. And it has to be because it's, like, dry right now. Because of it being winter. I was talking to someone, and I told them it was 10 degrees. And they're like, oh, awesome, then you're lucky. I'm like, no, not awesome, not lucky, not feeling very lucky right now. Yeah, by the way, you guys are awesome, and I just wanted to say that. I went off on a tangent, and I'm cutting that out of the video, because it was something I've already said in a video before, and, it's in a video titled, like, Abortion, My Opinion, or something like that, and if you want to know my opinion on those things, I think, I don't know if that's in my playlist or not, but if it isn't, it'll be in my videos, which, I have 320 now. After this is uploaded, it'll be 326, or 327? But yeah, I have a lot of videos. Probably too many. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the day and myself. Probably clean some things up around here. Thank you for watching as always, you beautiful, lovely motherfuckers. And see you in the future.